I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Let's take a look here. As we opened up the day, we came down, and then we popped up here into this 4-hour candle here on Friday, the 6 a.m. candle. And it looks like we're kind of making our way down, but it's choppy. But it's now starting to move actually when I'm making this video. But the problem is with this day, besides being Monday, is that this range here. Okay, so from this liquidity built here, we made highs, we came down, we took out that low from yesterday. So we opened up on Sunday and we took out the low that, if you watch Friday's video, so it'll make sense. I was trying to aim for that low. We ended up getting it, right? And then we popped up, right? So this range here is too small, it's too tight. So yes, do I want to still be bearish, or would I like for it to come down here? Yeah, but does it mean it's going to happen on my time frame, right? So I have to be aware of that. And I got to be grateful for any, nimble moves that I'm looking for. I'm not looking for home runs here. I'm just basically I'm a day trader. So if you're day trading, you want to make sure you take that profit, man, because that's the whole point of day trading, is to take the profit, right, in the same day. So, in that sense, yeah, look at now it wants to fucking go. Okay, so we'll start from the beginning of the day here. So for me, all right, 9:30 opens up right here, pops up. All right, we got that gap right there. That's that gap. If you should be following along, you should know where that gap is. All right, and then also when we push up, we have built liquidity here. We have the one at 805, which is this candle. That's 806. And then we have this candle right here. And then we have the opening range, right? So we're pushed up here. We have established this opening range gap. We have two pieces of liquidity here. I don't do a good job here of outlining where I want to go with this sell, but these two down candles right here, plus that imbalance, this is the 15-minute right here, and that liquidity. So those two pieces of liquidity, the opening range, and these two down candles, this level here is where I'm actually targeting. I don't draw it or anything. Now, you see all this. If you think I'm holding for it, no, not as a day trader, and as of today, this is not a hold as of today. So bottom line is, again, I didn't mark it here, but I don't need to mark my chart. I can't have everything on there for you guys because it's too much for me. But where do we go? This is a 2-minute chart, by the way, so it looks a little different. But when the price comes up and tags that up last candle on the 15-minute, see, it's also an hour candle, but refined, and that's why I like the 15-minute. Refined is this 15-minute. Why? Because the body here is higher than that. So I'm going with this. And this is where we sold off from on Friday. I actually took this trade. So watch Friday. So that makes sense. But anyways, comes right back to where we entered from, right? But anyways, that dragged out. We tagged that at 9:30. Now, my entries today were not that good, and it is what it is. And I'm droggy as it is, to be honest with you, most Mondays. My weekends are long. But anyways, pops up, we tagged that. We had that gap there. As soon as the price is coming down, again, I'm a little slow today. By the time I push it, I want to see it come below this anyway, right? So I want to see it come below that gap. So you could see it here, that gap right there. And you're asking maybe what gap that is. This has been the same gap up here, or the only gap up here, from Sunday, February 11th. All right. So that should be on your chart. If it's not, you're doing yourself a disservice here. So anyways, so when the price tags that and this level, and I understand that it is being bearish, it's a high chance that it doesn't take out those highs. So I'm looking at it like, yes, I'm inside this up candle. I want to sell from there, right? So that being the case, once we go below and we're below this gap, that button is getting pushed. We had already tagged it on a 1 minute. At 2 minutes, not clear, but for me, I needed to kind of get the noise out, so I ended up taking it on this time frame. But I have other screens with it though. But anyways, so target, where are we going? Obviously, you see we come all the way down right here. We get those two lows, Look at the price. And I'm screenshotting it right here on purpose because not only are you on the overbought area here on this 1 minute, and I'm just to anyone that's trying to use this indicator, the 1 minute is the best. 30-second is nice, but it's like it's a little too much. But the 1 minute is really nice. I have my levels at 70 and then 30. 70 on the overbought, 30 on the below, right? So when I'm up here, I'm already super overbought. This is why I'm also pushing this button. All right. So, and where am I going? Take a look. When I'm watching this and I'm oversold, now you don't need an indicator to tell you you're oversold. How do you know you're oversold? Because, well, you just stretched and broke two lows. Look to the left here in the 15-minute. Look at the yellow line. That's the live price that I have. I have that on my chart because I want to see him hit levels. Look at these two down candles. I mean, it's very, very obvious. You already have a shift here from that high, higher low. This high retraces back. This gets into this imbalance and it taps the top of that candle. That's why everybody bought here. So what's my setup? My setup is, okay, I rated liquidity up here. All this to the left of the chart. Not here though. All right, that's fine. It doesn't need to take that out. But when I'm taking this sell, the setup is these two higher lows with sealing the rest of this imbalance and then these two down candles holding as support plus the opening range. So this is this setup, right? So I take the screenshot here because I want you to see it to the left perfectly, beautifully. Now, you might say, well, what about the weekly, the new week gap? Yeah, that's true. It's there. Do I need to hold it for there? No, because it might not happen because that's just the way shit is, right? So you're on the oversold here. For me, I can gauge this and get the hell out of the trade. Guess what? We never came back to it. All right. So there it is. You can see. Here's my next trade. So when I take this trade, now just so you know, I was too chicken shit to buy this. Period. Right? Because I know what kind of day it is. Now, even if I go back out, can't you tell that that's a speaker? Can't you see that? Even if let's do it from here. Can't you tell that those are so from starting from this little price action right here, right? See this little price action? Even right here. See this little price action right here? Watch what it does. Comes up. Highs. All right. And then what does it do? Lows. See that? So right here from this price action, 5 in the morning. Draw a fake trend line out in your brain. Right? You see it, right? Like it's already forming. So coming down here to take out that low would be perfect for this speaker, right? So higher highs, see that? And then higher lows. Now, let's go back to this. You can tell it is. There it is. I can't make this shit up, bro. Like higher lows right there. See that? Boom. Nice little triangle, right? Speaker, right? So some people call it trumpet, whatever. But that's my goal. That was the goal of this. Now, guess what? Now you could say, okay, let's go to the next trade now. So now, look at this choppy shit. So when you get a speaker, you expect some type of choppiness. You expect it to not be perfect. Now, if you were expecting, once I came up and took this high out and took this buy, were you expecting to come down and break and make another speaker here? You could, but it's unrealistic. And for it to happen today, not probably likely. Number one. Number two, you are bullish. We are bullish. It's not, we want to be bearish and have it retrace down. And we don't want to be buying from up here. But is it bullish or not? You know it's bullish, right? So we have to kind of keep that in mind. So anyways, when this is happening, that's the bottom of that speaker, right? What's the next logical thing I'm going to be doing? I'm going to go to the top side. But we might come down and wipe all that shit out. So I'm having to, on Friday, I told you, be nimble and just take your trades and keep it simple. No home runs. So that's what I'm doing today. So when the price came down, I already took the profit out on the last trade right here. See that? Look at that. 17,967. Look at that. I'm at the bottom right here. All right. So price comes up. Doesn't break this low. Now, this came deep. So normally I would take this buy, but I was too chicken shit. Very simple. All right. So I'm like, you know what? I got all the time in the world. No problem. Let this thing play out all day. Let me watch. Let it show me its hand. Let it build liquidity. Let me let it hit areas that are very, very obvious. Okay, so what do we got? So I missed that. Comes down into this imbalance right here. Don't take it. I'm good. I'm sitting back. Price pops up here to that gap again. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Pops it. Then okay. So is this a sell here? Look at here on my indicator. It's telling me it's bearish. Okay, I don't take this trade because why? I got this liquidity sitting right here that we built and that possible level there, right? So no, not playing with it. But guess what? We come back down. All right, now look, and I only like to use this indicator when it hits the 70 overbought or 30 below. And I'm doing teaching here. All right, so everyone else is doing, wants to charge you. I mean, I'm just doing this for free. Okay, so it is what it is. But and I have a course only because when I was doing one-on-ones, I was like, bro, I can't teach you trading in 1 hour. Like, so I put the stupid course there just so you could be able to access it and use it if you want to. It's $100 a month. Am I out here selling it? No. Do I have fucking ads out? No. I don't care about it. I'm not trying to make no money from no damn course, to be honest. But I have it because I wanted to build it, and it was really because of the one-on-ones. But so I'm not out here like one of these dudes out here really trying to sell a course. I promise you, my mom, I'm not trying to do that. I don't need to do that. Anyways, so that being the case, I always wanted to mention that. But you can see here we come back down, and using this indicator, look where it is. It's tapping that over sold area. But what else do I have here? What's more important? Forget the indicator. This imbalance, it's wicking every time it comes and hits it. So this is a very obvious place to buy. But what's the setup here? The setup here, and I didn't take a screenshot when I entered because I was just literally trying to focus and just couldn't do it. But and it's a small ass range, man. I mean, it's not that serious. But so anyways, pops in, pops again, taps it. Look how it taps it. That level right there, right? So once this candle is pushing up with momentum, I get in. Again, I don't like my entries today. Very, very lethargic entries. Very, very slow. But it's popped up and I get filled here, right? So price comes up. I got this down candle for protection, and I have this down candle, this wick for protection, right? 50% here, and this actual candle itself pops up, comes back down. Bodies don't even go below 50, don't close below 50%. Price action does come below a little bit, 50% of that candle. And what's my target? Well, when I'm taking this setup, so because this is what trading is about, your setups, right? I have got built liquidity nice here, right? You see it here and here. All this is liquidity. I'm looking at that as liquidity to pop up. So where are we popping up? Coming up in here. So I had a target here and I had a target here, but this, again, if I was trying to be right, I would have been asked out. So look to the left of the chart. I got this target so I can sweep that high, but it might not happen because we might stay bearish, right? So if that's the case, this is my minimum target. Well, here obviously, but here, right here. So I'm screenshotting it right here because why? Why am I screenshotting? Number one, we're inside that wick and we might not bust above. Number two, I'm on overbought. Do I need to be right? Do I need to go farther than here if I'm fucking holding this trade? Why? No, I'm not convinced about coming all the way up here. I'm trying to come down here. But this setup has identified liquidity for me, right? By sitting and being patient. So all you got to do, you know how many opportunities you have in the day? There is if you be patient and let it set it up for you. So we're not chasing markets here, right? But anyways, this is why I take the profit here. I'm on an overbought. I've mission accomplished. I bought from down here, and I'm selling, and I'm getting out right here, right? So what else do I need? I'm very fortunate to be having this profit, these two trades on a day like this. This day fucking sucks. You could tell this is bad price action. All right, so maybe I'm talking too much. So let's go back into it. I'm gonna go to 1 minute just so I can kind of finish up. And then where are some opportunities? Okay. Well, we just talked about all this up to here. Look where it comes. Look where it stalls. It stops. So it comes back down, right? Now at this point, and I'm done for the day. Also, the number other reason why it's fucking almost lunchtime. It's 11:50 something, right? And I'm done, right? So I'm not trading no PM session anyway. So that's the other reason why I'm out, of course. But look what it does. Comes back hard, all right? Then it comes back up, sweeps that high. Look at the indicator. So I got lower highs here, and I have higher highs here. So that's a divergence. You could have took that trade. That would have been nice. Didn't even say bearish. This indicator didn't even say that it was bearish, but you could tell it's bearish. You have a sweep above, all right? And guess what? But I'm not interested. It's PM. I'm not trying to take this shit anyway. But where, if I have taken this and I did want this sell, where would I have took this trade? Where would I have took this sell to? Where's your minimum target of this trade? There's two places. Well, there's that low, and there's these. See that? See, they got me in here to take that out. It's like they're doing you a favor. It's like they're screaming at you, "Hey, take this, take this." And what do? They come down. So this is a sweep above, break. If you were to take this, if you were to have patience, instead of taking it right here, the next opportunity once it came down and popped back up would be right here. See that? All right, and then take a look. Another lower high on this indicator. All right, and what does it do? Rushes for that liquidity and doesn't break out that low. So that's that setup. What's this setup sell? The sell is you wiped out liquidity there. You've built this liquidity of pocket of liquidity and that low. Well, that too. Right? Come for it. All right. And then what do? They get down to an oversold area. We don't take out this low. What does it do? It buys. Where does it buy? Where does it go to? Look at the fucking indicator. I mean, dude, it doesn't get easier than this. I can promise you right now, I don't give a fuck what anybody on the internet is telling you. It does not get easier than this. Right? And then from the buying area, take a look here. I hate when they do that. See this? Same bull right here, right? But you wait. Okay? Sweeps, shifts right here. See this shift? This was also a shift right here. So the shift, when it shifted here above this, came back down. All right. Why did I come and take this? Because I know we shifted, all right, and we have the imbalance. So you could have took this, but I mean, you'd have to sit through all this. So that's why I got involved here. Okay. So here, same story. Shift down, retrace back up, comes back down. Then we get down here, we shift above here, retrace back. Where does it shift? Where does it retrace back into? Last down candle, right? And 50% of that wick. See that? See that wick? This 137. There's so much to talk about. That's why these videos get long. See how exactly 50% of that wick? Beautiful, right? But look at the indicator. Look at the indicator. Look at the indicator. Jesus. The bull right here. See that? All right, so now it makes bull right here. And this is, look at this. So if you don't take this trade here, right, which this would have been a good trade if I was trading. Retraces back. Common sense right here, this area. And it is a higher low. That's what you want to see. Buy it. Where are you taking it from? Where are you taking it to? Well, you can either take it to fill up that gap. See that gap right there? That gap is screaming prices coming back to it. See that gap right there? And then you have this actual gap. Now once we took that buy from here and it went on the overbought area, take the trade out. You don't need to be right to hit this or to hit this. It never even does hit those. Never doesn't even go above this high. That's why I was saying the bearish, look, and it's still coming down. So this is the trade I really wanted. But dude, I'm fatigued. I'm done. I can't trade anymore. But I knew this shit was gonna happen, bro. So look at it. Just built all those higher lows so it can then sweep all of that. And we're coming here, dude. In general speaking, right? But real quick, you see here on the overbought here, take the trade out, bro. Is that not profit? Is that not points? Take it. All right, retraces back down. Comes underneath the 50, right, of the level, right? Comes below. But where is it logically to buy from? Well, look to your left here. Forget this indicator. Look to your left. You got an imbalance right there. You got all these highs as support. I mean, as resistance where it's like hard to break through. So if this is retracing, okay, what does it do? Then it buys up here, comes up, three times. See that? Before it comes down, what do? So if you were trying to sell from here and this would be the trade, nope. You got to wait for a raid. Price comes up, hits the gap. Perfect. Oh, you thought that was it. Nope. Two more times. One more time with this candle, this 230 pops up, doesn't take out that high. All right. No bodies in here, just wicks. You can see it. This is a 1 minute, right? Yeah. Then what does this next candle do? This 231. One more drive. So that's three drives. 1, 2, 3. See that? See that? 3 drives? But that's after taking this, right? So by the time you lost here, and sweeps, then it goes, right? So you want to be able to understand it. And look at the indicator. Now it's screaming bear. That's telling you like, yo, right? By then it's lagging, but we know already. But that would have been a great trade. Where would you take this sell to? The minimum target would be here and here. I mean, if it goes here, great. But I mean, these are your two minimum targets right here. So what does it do? Shift, just like this scenario I gave you right here. Sweeps down. All right, doesn't take out that low, but I mean, it's just like damn near the same. All right, comes right back up. Takes out that low. That high. See that? So fucking ugly shit day, bro. But if you're catching, where are you catching it? From here? From here? You would have lost this one. I understand it. But if you took it to here and been content, that's money. Up here, sweeps above, no bodies, boom, starts coming down. And where's it going? Apparently it's coming down here. But at the same time, yeah, I don't know. Who cares? But that's the whole point. I hope this is all making sense and this is helping. Damn, 20 minutes. I don't want to make it 20 minutes. I thought it was going to be shorter. Fuck. But as you can see, they're all in the same boat, man. They're all in the same boat. But I would say ES and Dow are definitely heavier. Not heavier, but they're more like obvious that they're coming down. Because if you take a look at this, you can see we're slowly trying to come up in this little channel right here, up here, and then they're already coming down. You see that? So it was, if you were just 100% seller and only holding it, so I mean, then you would have been winning in these assets. But Nas is fucking stronger, been holding up more, and that's just kind of what it is. And then dollar's fucking kind of playing around, but it also still coming down a little more too. So that's kind of keeping us in the same pattern. But all right, but you already know what my targets are on the downside. So and that's where we're at. So yeah, I can't believe I made this video that long. Fuck. All right, you guys take care and God bless.